All right, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Look, we are here. Homestretch, duck season will be here. So just had the Kawasaki serviced. Thank you to the folks at House of Cycles. So it's got its first service. We're about to go fill it up full of brush, move some water, do all the thing. Look at that Chevrolet, golly. Thing look good back there, shining like new money. Last time you'll see it this clean, it ain't been wet. So come duck season, it always gets wet and dirty. But let's hop in here, go cut one last load of brush and move some water around. If I walk up on some ducks, I'll show them to you maybe. So we'll see. Let's roll, baby. I forgot, we are at the Louisiana farm, and apparently our problems from Arkansas have followed us here. So Christensen Arms 308 gets to ride shotgun since the boys ain't here. Because the other day when I was here, I ran face first into some pigs and they slicked me. Not today, boys. Pro tip, I'm kind of going halfway around the world to get this brush because I don't want to drive by the ducks that we do have. Even though we still got 10 days before season starts, I don't like jumping ducks unless you just absolutely, unless there's no other way. But generally, there's always another way. So, it's a south wind, so I'm trying to stay north of all the known ducks so that the wind even blows. Now there may be ducks show up places that you've never seen before, right? Like there ain't a lot you can do about that. But when you know where they are, you owe it to yourself, if you want to be successful, to not mess with them. So I'm even going down a road right now that's rough as a cob just because of and that's just always seemed to be what works for us and maintain it. Oh, go Monarch, go Monarch, go. Go, buddy. Sorry. I didn't want to run over that Monarch butterfly. He's out here on a Brazilian vervain. Getting him a little shot of food and energy on his migration. But anyway, kind of a tip. Don't jump them if you ain't got to. You'll hold them a lot longer. Scared ducks don't yield good results, man. So that's my tip. Anyway, all right, back to riding. All right, hey, where you going? There I am. All right. Oh, we have arrived at the brush. Let's show y'all something here. I'd love to have cut these even a couple of weeks ago, but let's see. Look right here. Willows. This is our last kind of good stand of willows. You see how they're kind of bushy, still good. You know they got cover because the red-winged blackbirds are all in them. So I'm gonna cut as much as that ridge will hold of these willows. And you can see we got a pretty good line of them all the way down there. So sorry birds, you're being evicted. So cut these. Cool thing about willows, and why I love using them, is like where you cut them, in 2 years they'll be like super bushy right there, so you get multiple cuttings. Don't ever cut the whole thing unless you just got to, but you stop it and it'll branch off, it'll sprout out. So all right, I'm gonna cut it. Y'all know how to cut brush. There ain't no, get you chainsaw, pair of loppers, whatever you want to use. I'm using loppers. But get that and just get to whooping, boys. Here we go. Beat them cottonmouths out the way. It's been a little cool, so hopefully there ain't none down here in this ditch. And I let that one go the other day, so I'm hoping karma will be on my side for doing that. All right, boys. Hey, yeah. And so it begins. see, cut this one kind of up high. Don't cut it at the base, and it'll branch off right there. And in a couple of years, you'll have you a nice bushy willow right there. Let's see, boys. Let's cut that about right there. Thank you. I see one problem. I didn't bring no way to tie that down that I know of. And you come up here and you cut the top kind of like that. This one will be a lot harder because I can't reach it. But I may have got it good enough. Oh, we did it, Dad. Have to rig up something, tie that stuff there. And that's really kind of all the good out of that one. Leave some of that stringy stuff. Nice cut. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate, guys. My mic came undone. I may have to go back and watch and see if I can find out when it come undone and go see if I can find it. I just don't know. Shoot. But anyway, we're here at the last blind. I'm gonna show you that. Golly, I don't want to have to go buy another microphone. It's unfortunate. Anyway, let's see. Hey, turn around. Turn around. There we go. Anyway, it's the last one. I'm going to cut these willows out from in front of it. But it's going to stay right there, kind of tucked back up in here. And then we'll put these willows on it, plus some more. This ain't near enough, but it's a good start. So anyway, I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to try to find my microphone. So here we go. There's Cooper. He riding off that way. But I had phone. I had to go jump on, and so Coop took our loads of brush and went ahead and brushed the duck blind. Let y'all see. Y'all saw it earlier. Now look at it. Show you another view of it. Look at there. Good. Left that brush in front. Willows all the way up. Should hide pretty good for a while. So that was the last duck blind right there. That's it. A little hole we call the amoeba. Just because the shape of it kind of looks like one of them brain eating amoebas. And odds are, if you come out here during March, you'd probably get one of them too. But look at there. Look what I got. I found the microphone. I don't know how, but I found it. Unbelievable. Thank you, Lord. But now we're gonna move from this, and I'll show you water. Not very interesting to me because I've been doing it a long time, but according to the comments, y'all want to see some water. So let's go see some water. All right, here we go. Let's roll. So I'm gonna go show you the first stage of water. I intentionally, on this hole, the water is right there. Like, it is right here. It's just not in here. So tried to hold it off so we could do this in tennis shoes and not in chest waders. But I'm about to go show you how come tomorrow morning this hole will have some water in it. So it's the not so glorious part of duck hunting and working on your stuff. But pretty interesting. It's really cool that we can use gravity to get it here. So that's the cheapest way there is to move water. So is at negative 9.8 meters per second squared downhill. Don't lie. Y'all impressed. I still remember what the rate of gravity is, don't you? Yes, sir. I know I am. Some of the things you never forget, you know. But here we go. So y'all were wondering how we flood it and everything. I'll show you. So you do all this somewhat precisely. I see my veg mat's back, but we'll clear that. But for those of you that don't know, that right there is a water control structure. Inside that water control structure are these boards. You see that? Okay. So those boards allow you, so that's 2 boards, right? So that allows you to pull approximately 7 inches. Now I know it's 2x4s, but inflation and everything, you know, a 2x4 ain't 4 no more. So it'll allow you to pull about 7.5 inches of water off at a time, because these are double boards. Because when this gets right, we just stop it all the way up. But so we're flowing downhill. We got high water there, steps down to here, steps down to there. Again, cheapest way to move water. Because there ain't nothing about duck hunting cheap. So when you can save money, you try to save money. So we're just using gravity. But what I'm going to do is pull another 8 inches off of there. And then so I'm going to have a full 8 inches coming this way. Well, really, you know, like I said, 7.5 really. So I'm going to strap my chest waders on. I'm going to hop down in there. I'm going to take a board out of there. And so then I'll have a full pipe going this way. And with as wet as it already is, by tomorrow, in theory, it should have water everywhere. So we'll see. We'll see. Some people call these chest waders, I call them work clothes. Because this time of year, this is my work clothes. Oh man. I'll let y'all in on a little something too. On some cozy shoes. For those of you wondering, these are Magellan waders. Realtree Max 7. Size 13, if y'all want to get me something for Christmas. I got waders, boys. Running around boots, work boots. And look at these things. There you go. That company right there, Shin. You want to talk about best things ever. But anyway, let's go. I'm hopping in the water. Try to keep that microphone dry and attached. So, watch me. Boy, that water's cold. Oh, now we got some water going, boys. All right. Can I get out? Oh! We did it, Dad. We did it all without getting wet, too. Ain't that something? I'll show y'all the product of that. So, here we go. Y'all remember, it was just trickling, right? Now we got a full pipe. Now, let's go over here. Show you what this looks like. Boom, baby. We rolling. Look at her go. So now you can see, kind of makes sense now of how that spot we were at, which is like right back there. It'll have water tomorrow. So for those of you wondering, that's one step of water, but we got to keep going because all this stuff ties in together. So when you change one, you got to go change another. And it's the beautiful cycle of this, right? Like, and let me tell you something. Oh, woodies, like right there. Tell you something. There is no book on this, so you just got to figure it out. Try stuff, write down notes, keep records, all that stuff, because there is no handbook on this. And maybe if you're a mechanical engineer, but for a bunch of poor rednecks, nope. So Anyway, we got it rolling. Let's go to the next one. All right, here we go. We are at the pump. So what you got to do, every couple of days, you got to go grease the pump. So we're about to shut the pump off and we're going to grease it. So I ain't as thin as I once was, but I can slide through here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we'll show you this whole process too. Look here. Oh, there went the grease gun. But turn it off. Let it go through its shutdown. Get the grease gun, which is right here. Wipe off excess grease. That way you get a good fitting on your alamite. Boop. Get that. Hey, come here, you rascal. Couple of good hearty squeezes till it wants to run around the corner. There we go. And do the same up under here. You try not to get grease on your hand, but good luck doing this correctly and not. One. Oh, about to need some new grease. All right, there we go. Pump is greased. So now you can turn it back on, in theory, but I gotta change how some water goes. So we're not gonna turn it back on just yet. Watch this, because I don't wanna get wet. So, to limit the opportunity of getting wet, I'm gonna open a pipe while it's closed. Oh man, look. Butterflies are cool, man. Oh, it may be at the end of the road. I hope not. Butterflies migrate like that. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna open this pipe. And then we'll turn the pump back on. So, let's see. Here. Just open, maybe. I may not be able to do this. It's open now. We'll know quickly when I turn the pump back on. Y'all see that? Oh, it's trying to track me. Here, I'll turn it around. So now, it's got old-fashioned grip strength. Now we're getting somewhere, boys. All right, it's open. So, let's go back and turn the pump back on. And we'll know very quickly if we did that right. 'Cause that ain't very far from the well. So there should be a mighty throng of water come out there. Let's go quickly. So here we go. One more time. Squeeze through here. Hey, oh. I should have taken my waders off. All right. Turn it there. Back around there. Uh-oh. I think we did it. I'll show you how. I know. Pretty obvious. But there were a lot of y'all that didn't really seem to understand how a lot of this works. So that pump is actually just pumping off the bottom of the reservoir. so we catch rain all summer and hold it for this time of year. But we're rolling, boys. That's all it is. Last 2 spots, baby. Let's go. Plus, I saw some mallards over there. November mallards. And they say they don't come to Louisiana anymore.